Hi everyone, I'm Max here with Chicago Game, and today we're gonna do a deep dive in the world of pierogi. So today we're gonna be using...
Max, I need 100 pierogis, like, now. Let's go.
And now I know what you're thinking. What is a pierogi? No fret here. I am literally the pierogi poppy. When answering the question, what is a pierogi? You also have to answer the question, what is a dumpling?
Okay.
So many nations have their own version of what it is. A prime example could be the ravioli from Italy. It could be the pot sticker from China. It could be the empanada from many different cultures and Hispanic cultures. Or it could be what we're doing today, which is the pierogi. It's a comfort food, and it's one of those things that I feel like every mom, every grandma has their own version, own recipe. And today we're gonna show you actually my grandma's version of cooking it, but with some nice different exotic meats. And this is what you're gonna need. We got some lean bison from CGG, and then next we're gonna do an alligator sausage from Crescent City. Rounding out our wonderful lineup, we're gonna be having Big Fork maple bacon sausage. So we're gonna start off with some pre-made dough. I go with my grandma's recipe. You can use whatever you find on the web. We got our flour. I like to go with AP. You don't gotta use more than that. There's no need. We got a rolling pin. Could be your grandma's or it could be from Walmart. Or you could use the bottom end of a wine bottle. We got a cookie cutter to cut out the pierogies. We have our frying pan. We also have a boiling pot of water that's gonna have a tad bit of salt, kind of like you would do a ravioli, call back to earlier. We have a little bowl of butter, but you could honestly use any type of fat that you would want, whether it be tallow, butter, oil, any type of fat's okay. And we got a little bowl of water, and then we have our 3 bowls of ingredients. We got some maple bacon pepper sausage with some egg. We got some of that Crescent City gator sausage, and then we have some ground bison and onion that's gonna mimic that old school ground beef and mince onion vibe. And now it's time to get your station prepped, clean, floured, and ready for pierogi time. We're gonna knead the dough until it's evenly smooth throughout the entire surface of the dough. When rolling out the dough, make sure that we roll it out thin. We're not going for bread bowls. We're going for more of a flatbread, but even thinner than that.
That doesn't make sense.
You're gonna wanna cut out about 15 or 16 discs, and you're gonna do this using a cookie cutter or like the open end of a glass. Now we're gonna be moving on to our stuffing and sealing part of the pierogi making situation. You wanna do about 20 grams of pierogis, or for the layman term, about a spoonful. You don't want to overstuff them unless you like explosions. So now we're gonna start off by filling these. You could take a spoonful. I like to personally just use my hands. I know how much is gonna fit in this, but until you get that idea, use a spoon. Don't worry about anyone judging you for it. I won't. So we're gonna make sure it doesn't stick. As you saw, it didn't stick. Put a little water around the edge. You don't want to soak it or else it will stick to every surface. So you're going to want to pick it up off the table, pack everything in, and then you're going to make sure the lips align, and then you're going to just start going from one side to the other. I like to throw it on the table, give it a little pat down, and boom. There you go. Mr. Pierogi's ready. Normally, when we're doing pierogis, it's much easier to do them when you have some cheese. So if you want to throw some cheese into this mixture and get the product to stick together before making the pierogis, do so. I just didn't because I love the flavor profile of the Big Fork sausage. It's super sweet and just awesome flavors. I didn't want to throw cheese in there and get it lost in the sauce. But if you're seeing that this filling process is a little bit harder than you thought, that cheese is going to make everything stick together and make it way easier. Just a little tip. The next filling that we're gonna stuff in the pierogi is gonna be a Crescent City smoked gator sausage. Especially when doing a pierogi that includes just a meat and no binder like a cheese or another like veggie or fat, you really wanna make sure that everything is pushed together like so that when you seal it, everything comes together evenly. On to our next step, boiling these pierogis. We're gonna first boil these pierogies and then pull them out once they have begun to float, which usually should be around 3 to 5 minutes. You're gonna wanna get these things GBD, golden brown delicious, the pierogi poppy way.
Hey Max, how are those pierogies coming along?
Just finished up this last tray.
Wow, those look fantastic. Where are the rest of them?
On the table.
What the fuck?
Oh, dude, those are so fucking good.
Now, if you enjoyed today's episode, please like, subscribe, and share. And let us know in the comments what you'd like to see in the future from us. Have a great day.